Yo, 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 mic check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What's up, guys? How we all doing tonight? How we all doing tonight? It is Monday, a brand new week. Last week is gone, and this week is finally here. Hello. I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Monday night so far. I'm Jason Joseph. For those of you that are just tuning into me for the very first time, this is Play by Play with JJ, where we cover Phillies games. We also just wrapped up the Sixers season. Did that yesterday. We won't really talk about that because we're trying to be positive on here. But we do Sixers, we do Phillies, we do Flyers, and we do Patriots content all on here. Yeah, I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome day. Phillies, well, they're headed to the Bay Area. They're already there, but they are taking on the San Francisco Giants in a 3-game set. The Giants are 17-23. They're actually coming off of a 4-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. They've lost their last 3 games in a row. They did win the first game of the series, but they could not handle their business, and they have they're dealing with their own sort of issues as they're 17-23 on the season. They have a 10-10 home record, and the Phillies, well, they're 20-20. They're not really much better on the road. They're 9-13 actually. So, what's the over/under tonight? The over/under for them is 9 runs, and if it's over 9 runs, that's at plus 100. Okay, here we go. Great. Alrighty, so starting lineups are out, and for the Phillies, let's get into it really quickly. Bryson Stott will be leading things off. Then it'll be Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, Alec Bohm, Brandon Marsh, and Edmundo Sosa. And they will be taking on Alex Wood, who has pitched in 11 innings this season. He has a 2.45 ERA, 12 strikeouts, and 7 walks issued. He does not have a win or a loss yet. So, looks pretty sunny out there out in San Francisco at Oracle Park. And the first pitch to Bryson Stott is taken for a called strike. All right, so let's make this full screen. It's a new day. It is a new day. Sixers Nation not happy. All right, so it's no balls, 1 strike, and the 0-1 pitch by Alex Wood is just fouled back. So it's an 0-2 count. Stott this season hitting .284 with 2 homers and 12 RBI as the 0-2 pitch was down low and outside. It was a slider at 84 miles per hour. Wood gets the signs from Bart and the pitch. Ground ball. It's a little comebacker over towards Wood. He makes the throw over to first base as the ball was hit towards the mound, and it's in time for out number 1. So once again, Stott, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Schwarber, Realmuto, Bohm, Marsh, and Sosa. That is the lineup for the Phillies tonight. They did not have the crew chief out there. Did not have the information on the crew chief, but get you that information in just a few moments as the first pitch to Turner was inside. So Trey Turner is up at the plate. And the 1-0. It's taken at the knees for a called strike. Trey Turner's really been struggling for the Phillies as of lately. It'd be nice to see him try to get out of the slump. The 1-1. Line drive into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and it's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. Mitch Haniger's going to field it, and the throw over to the cutoff man, Brandon Crawford, will be made, and Trey Turner is on with a 1-out double. Wow. Trey did a really good job at just staying with the pitch. It looked like it was a breaking ball, and Turner just put some good barrel on it and is able to get himself a 1-out double. That's his 200th career double for Trey Turner. Good swing, good piece of hitting. To be honest with you, Haniger didn't necessarily play that one the best. Thought he could have done a better job at fielding it. Here's Bryce Harper. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Harper's been red hot lately. 2 homers and 5 RBI. Just came back a couple weeks ago. The 0-1, swing and a miss at a slider at 84 miles per hour. Yeah, we won't talk about yesterday. I was actually going to go on today and do like another reaction, but we'll save it for tomorrow. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? The appeal. Yes, he did. And Bryce Harper is down on strikes as the pitch was inside. It was a slider. Had a lot of movement on it. 2 down in the top of the first inning. And that will bring up Nick Castellanos. And the first pitch to Nick Castellanos is a sinking fastball at 93 miles per hour, taken right at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1, swing and a miss. That makes the count 0-2. Castellanos yesterday was 0 for 4. He did strike out. Phillies as a team, they left 10 men on base. But Castellanos has had a pretty good career against the Giants. The 0-2, ground ball over to third base. The throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. And the throw over at third base was made by J.D. Davis. No runs, 1 man left. It's Trey Turner over at second base, and we go to the bottom of the first inning. Connor Brogdon will be on the bump for the Phils. Daniel, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. Thank you. I appreciate you for being on here. What is good? What is good? And Rising Rhino, as always, man, I appreciate your support. I can't thank you enough for coming on here. Rising Rhino. Every time you say Rising Rhino in the house, I get some chills, man. All right, so let me finish making my lineups because I did not write everybody's name down. So let me do that. I'm a little bit behind the game today. I forgot I had to make my thumbnails new tags for a brand new series and all that sort of stuff. So a little bit out of sorts today, but that's all right because we all know what happened last night. I'm along the ride for your growth. Rising Rhino, that's so sweet. You know, I care a lot about you too, man. I've been seeing your content that you've been putting out with football and all that sort of stuff. You do some really good work. You know, sometimes I get a chance and I listen to I listen in the car because I'm always curious to know what types of content my followers, that come on here a lot. I'm always curious to see what type of content they put out. And I think it's awesome with what you've been able to do. I also saw some of your old videos about math. It's pretty cool. I was looking at some of them and I thought you did a really good job at explaining about division and all that sort of stuff. So that's awesome. Okay. All right. So I didn't finish this, but that's all right. We'll finish it in a little bit. Thairo Estrada will lead things off for the Giants in the bottom of the first. In case you're just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph, and I appreciate you all for coming on here. The 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball over to Bryson Stott. The throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 1. Excuse me. Oh, boy. All right, so Thairo Estrada leading things off. Then it'll be Wilmer Flores, Michael Conforto, J.D. Davis, Mitch Haniger, Brandon Crawford, Casey Schmidt, Joey Bart, and Bryce Johnson. For the San Francisco Giants, that is their starting lineup. Estrada has been their best hitter. He was hitting .314 before the first at-bat that he just had. The first pitch to Wilmer Flores is taken at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1. Way inside and high for a ball. So Connor Brogdon is on the bump. He's 2-0 this season in 18 games pitched. He usually comes in from the bullpen, but it's most likely just going to be a bullpen game for the Phillies. It's a 2.61 ERA as well. The 1-1, 95 on the gun, and it hits the inside corner of the knees. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out here in San Francisco. And the 1-2 pitch, way up high for a ball. Flores has 25 hits and 101 at-bats so far in the 2-2. There's a little screamer that's a hit foul. And there, of course, is the Giants manager, former Phillies manager, Gabe Kapler. This is his 4th season as the Giants manager. Jewish, by the way. Just like me. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Way up high. It was nowhere near the strike zone. I think that the ball just slipped out of Brogdon's hands. That'll make it a full count. Michael Conforto, the former Met himself, is on deck. J.D. Davis, another former Met, behind him. 3-2. It's fouled back once again towards the screen. So Wilmer Flores now, he is 31 years old. He's from Venezuela, Valencia, Venezuela. That is, stands at 6'2". He's playing over at first base. He's been a utility guy for a little bit of time. They put him over at third, shortstop, and second. 3-2. Ground ball right underneath the glove of Trey Turner, and that goes into left field. And that'll be scored most likely as an E6. Just another careless play over at shortstop by Trey Turner. He's been really struggling defensively this season. It may have been ruled as an infield single. I don't know if Wilmer Flores would have gotten there in time, but Trey should have easily gotten that ground ball for sure. I mean, it just went right underneath his glove. And Michael Conforto is up. So Mike Yastrzemski not playing for the San Francisco Giants. The 1-0. It's taken right on the inside corner for a called strike. So there's 1 out, a runner over at first base. And they do rule it as a single. Huh. It's interesting. The 1-1. It's taken a little bit up high for a ball. They ruled it as a single, but really, that should have been called an error. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brogdon on the bump for the Phillies. Conforto batting a little bit underneath the Mendoza line. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on a miss for a strike. Conforto versus the Phillies. In 95 games, he has 22 homers and 69 RBI. That's crazy. He loves hitting against the Phillies. That's because he spent a lot of time, though, with the Mets. All right, let's update the scoreboard. Apologize about that. 2-2. Ground ball right past the diving stop of Bryson Stott, and it actually went underneath the glove of Alec Bohm. And runners are going to be at the corners. Back-to-back singles, and well, the Phillies' defense has not been helping Connor Brogdon out. That's for sure. And that'll put runners at the corners with 1 out. So back-to-back singles by Flores and Conforto. Another play that should have been made. One out, and J.D. Davis is up at the plate. Davis has hit 293, 7 home runs, and 22 RBI he has on the season. In the first pitch, he swings and misses at the changeup that was way down low. Pretty quiet here at Oracle Park. The 0-1. There's a screamer that is lined foul down the right field line. Davis is hitting .275 this season with runners in scoring position. There's Rob Thompson for the Phillies. Got ejected in yesterday afternoon's game against the Rockies, along with Bryce Harper. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? The first base umpire says no swing was made. On deck is Mitch Haniger. That was the big splash that they made during the offseason. The 1-2 delivery. Grounded foul down the third base line, and it's going to roll over towards the third base coach for the Giants. I'll just give it to the bat boy. So the Phillies are taking on the Giants in a 3-game set. And then the Giants go to Philly at the end of August. The 1-2. It's fouled back towards the screen. So that'll be a 3-game series. They play on the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd at the bank. Brogdon with 20 pitches so far. Runners at the corners. Flores over at third. Conforto over at first. And the 1-2. Just a little bit off the plate. It was a cutter at 86 miles per hour. And it was outside. Wanted to make sure I got that. The 2-2. It's fouled back once again. So the umpires, the crew chief for today, we have Roberto Ortiz behind the plate, Jeremy Riggs over at first base, Rob Drake is the second base umpire, and Bill Miller is over at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the first. We're still scoreless in San Francisco. And the 2-2 pitch, way up high, a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. And that'll make it a full count. So Brogdon was able to get Estrada the ground out over to second base. That's been the only out that he's recorded. Haniger waits on deck. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Brogdon has to hurry up here. And the 3-2 delivery. Up high for ball 4. And that'll load the bases. And Davis gets on with a walk. So 2 singles and a walk. But again, Connor Brogdon not getting a whole lot of help from the defense by the Phillies. And now Caleb Cotham is going to go out there to talk to Brogdon. All right, let's make this a full screen. There we go. You got a single. You get a single. You get a single. You all get a single. Not gonna go through this first again. Oh man, this is tough. All right, Cotham is out there. He's talking to Brogdon and having a conversation along with Edmundo Sosa and Trey Turner. And home plate umpire Roberto Ortiz is going to go out there to break up the conversation. And everybody's going to go back to their spots. And that'll bring up Mitch Haniger. So Haniger. Oops. Why is that not working? There we go. Haniger comes up with the bases loaded. And the first pitch. It's taken right down the middle. A cutter at 87 miles per hour. Haniger spent a lot of time with the Seattle Mariners. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. On a fastball that was on the upper third part of the strike zone. It was on the outside corner. I gotta move these papers. Starting to have the messy desk syndrome, which I never like for broadcasting. The 0-2. That's down below the knees for a ball. Oh my gosh. There we go. Haniger has 2 homers, 8 RBI, and he's hitting 179 on the season for the Giants. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup that was nowhere near the strike zone. It was low and away. And Brogdon is able to get a strikeout. Haniger was certainly fooled on the pitch. And Rob Thompson's going to go out there, and that's going to most likely be it for Connor Brogdon, as he only pitches 2/3 of an inning. He's able to get 2 outs, and the bases are still loaded. A pitch and change made by the Phillies is Billy Falter. He's going to go out there to pitch now. We'll see how many innings he goes, but I'll be right back. Snowman says you don't want to see my desk. I don't like the messy desk syndrome for broadcasting. It makes me anxious. but I also like need a lot of information. But then I realized like even though it's a lot easier said than done, especially like when you're covering like multiple sports and all that sort of stuff. You know, you can spend so much time writing down facts, but then you miss out on interviews and you get caught up with doing other things, you know, spend time with the family. There's only so much that you can do throughout the day. So sometimes you got to pick and choose your battles, as my mom would say. Sub to you last week. Oh, you subbed to Rising Rhino. or you subbed to Snowman. What's up? Me neither. I just don't have enough room right now for all the info I want to use. Yeah, it's definitely a struggle. Let me blow my nose real quick. Oh my gosh! So Bailey Falter was actually coming out of the pen, and he actually had a hard time opening the gate, and somebody out there, I don't know who it was, but had to go out there and help him figure out how to open the gate. So he's out there, and he's on the bump now. He has an 0-6 record this season, and is looking to also lower his ERA as well as Brandon Crawford is up at the plate for the Giants. Bases loaded. Bottom of the first, 2 outs, and the first pitch is just a little bit outside. Sun is still shining here at Oracle Park in San Francisco, California. The 1-0. That is just a little bit off the plate. A slider at 83 miles per hour that was outside. So Brandon Crawford batting on the left side, playing over at shortstop. He's in 162 this season. There's a couple home runs as well. 2-0 pitch. It's fouled back. Crawford, obviously one of the only Giants players left from the dynasty that they've had. They won the World Series back in 2010, 2012, and 2014. 2-1 pitch. Line drive, foul down the left field line. And that makes it a 2-2 count. On deck is Casey Schmidt. And if Crawford were to get on here, he would be the 7th man to come up to the plate in this inning. The 2-2 pitch. It's lined foul down the third base line, and it goes out of play once again. Gorgeous night out in San Francisco. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Bailey Falter is able to get the final out of the first inning. No runs, the Giants leave the bases juiced, and we go to the top of the second inning. It's scoreless at Oracle Park. Oh, boy. Here, I'll be right back. Alrighty, there we go. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well, so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload. And allergy season sucks. It really does. We have a lot of games that are still going on, and well, 3 of them teams have already scored in double digits. First pitch to Kyle Schwarber to start off the top of the second inning is taken for a strike. The next pitch is just a little bit outside. So the Phillies were not able to get a run in the first inning. They left Trey Turner over at second base. Schwarber is up at the plate, and the 1-1. A changeup that was outside. It was at 85 miles per hour. Schwarber leads the team in home runs. An RBI, the 2-1, inside and high for a ball. The 3-1 pitch, outside for ball 4. Kyle Schwarber will get on with a leadoff walk, and JT will be up at the plate now for the Phillies. That's the type of at-bat that you want to see by Kyle Schwarber. Just be patient at the plate. Don't have to be too aggressive at times. First pitch to JT as he comes up is fouled back towards the screen. The 0-1. It's grounded foul down the third base line. Realmuto in yesterday's game, he went 2 for 4. He was one of 3 players to get 2 hits. The other 2 were Bryson Stott and Trey Turner. The 0-2, swing and a miss on a high fastball that was on the outside corner. Here's Alec Bohm, and the first pitch is fouled back towards the screen. So the Cardinals, they lead 14-1 against the Brewers. That's in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Braves are up 10-0 against the Rangers, as the 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball. The Nationals today beat the Mets 10-3, and the Mariners, well, they just finished their game against the Red Sox. They won 10-1. So lots of games that went into double digits. The 1-1 to Bohm, that's lifted high and deep to left center field. This one has a chance. It's going back to the warning track, and it is gone. It just gets on out of here, and Alec Bohm gets himself a 2-run home run out to left center field, and that puts the Phillies up 2-0. Man, I thought that thing was just going to get out, and it did. Not by much. And Bohm going into the dugout. It was a pitch that was right down the middle, and Alec Bohm just, had a pretty good swing on it. Hit it out towards the Bank of America sign, and it actually may have hit like the very top of the wall, and then just got on out. Barely hit the first row. And here's Brandon Marsh, the 0-1. Ground ball over to first base. And the tag to the bag is in plenty of time by Flores. And Marsh is retired for out number 2. So the Phillies lead it 2-0 on a 2-run home run by Alec Bohm. And then Mundo Sosa, who has 3 home runs and 10 RBI. He's due up. He's the 9th hitter for the Phillies. And the first pitch, check swing. Did he go? They appeal. Yes, he did. Math all week until my stream ends. The 0-1. It's lined out to center field. This one is going back, and making the catch is Johnson, who made a really good read on that for out number 3. But the Phillies strike first, and they get 2 runs home on the 2-run home run by Alec Boehm. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning as the Phillies are up 2-0. I'll be right back. Ready. Here we go. All right, bottom of the 2nd we go. Casey Schmidt will be leading things off for the Giants. And the first pitch is a 91-mile-per-hour pitch that just landed over the middle of the plate. The 0-1 by Falter. It's lined back up the middle for a base hit. Marsh will play it on a hop. And there's a leadoff single by Casey Schmidt, who made a pretty good catch out in center field to end the inning on a line out by Edmundo Sosa. And now Joey Bart will be coming up. The catcher for the Giants. He's now 26 years old. He stands at 6'2", and he weighs 238 pounds. He has a .235 batting average along with 3 RBI, and the first pitch he takes down low is a curveball at 77 miles per hour. Bart, in his last game that he played, he went 0 for 3 against the Diamondbacks. And the pitch. Grounded over to third base. The throw over the second, there's one, and the throw over to first is not in time. And Bart does ground into a fielder's choice. Last time that Joey Bart was able to get on with a base hit was back on Thursday in the first game against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So he grounds into a fielder's choice, and Bryce Johnson now comes up. 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Bart's over at first, and the first pitch, as Johnson thought about showing bunt, took it right back, and it was just a little bit inside. Bryce is batting .130 this season. He has a home run. Not a whole lot of RBI, though. And the 1-0. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. Marsh is going to go over there, and Bart's going to stop over at second base. Good piece of hitting by Bryce Johnson. Took that pitch right up the middle. Didn't have to do a whole lot of damage to it. Just put the ball in play, and, well, they say that if you put the ball in play, sometimes good things happen. That's what happened right there. We have a score update. How about the Cardinals are now leading 18-1 against the Milwaukee Brewers in the top of the ninth inning. Thairo Estrada is up for the Giants. There's runners over at first and second. The Giants left the bases loaded in the bottom of the first, and they're trying to hunt for some runs here. 1 ball, no strikes. Infield playing Estrada the pole over towards the left field side. And the 1-0 by Falter. Ground ball over to shortstop, backhanded by Turner. The throw over the second. There is one. Oh, nope, they're going to say that Johnson was safe. So Johnson just made it, and that was not the best throw by Trey Turner. It looked like he was, as soon as he got that, it was a little bit slow. But that'll load the bases. So Turner backhanded it, threw it over to second base, and Bryson Stott dropped it. That's what happened. So Stott dropped the baseball. Man, the Phillies defense has been really struggling today. I was thinking to myself, it looked like it was a pretty good throw. But maybe it was a little bit wide. But there you see that Stott dropped the ball. Because you're wondering how would he have been safe? So that definitely makes a lot of sense. So let's see what they rule that as. Bases loaded for the Giants. They are going to score that as an error on Bryson Stott. And Wilmer Flores is up. He lines that one out to right field. Castellanos on the run will make he drops the baseball. Wow, he dropped the baseball. Everybody's going to move up a couple of bases, but the runner over at second base is out. And there is there's now 1 out. But Castellanos, man, he just dropped that baseball. Would have been a sacrifice fly anyways. Bart does come in to score. Now we have runners at the corners, and scratch that. There's now 2 outs. That's going to go down as an E9. Wow. I mean, Castellanos was trying to make the catch. I don't know if he lost it in the sun or what. But just another mistake by the Phillies. And now Michael Conforto comes up. And he'll fly that one out to left field. That's going back to the warning track, to the wall. It's gone. An opposite field grand slam by Michael Conforto. And, well, the Phillies were up 2-0 coming into the inning, and now they trail 4-2. That ball just got out of here, and it barely stayed fair. 361 feet on only 99 miles per hour. Off the bat for exit velocity. That was a missile. Hit down the left field line. And the Giants lead at 4-2. Conforto just was able to keep that fair. And it went down the tunnel. And J.D. Davis is now up at the plate. The first pitch is outside for a ball, so there's still 2 outs. There's now nobody on in the bottom of the second inning. The Phillies down 4-2 on a 3-run home run by Michael Conforto, who continues to hit really well and rake against the Phillies. 2 balls, no strikes to J.D. Davis, who walked in his first plate appearance. And the pitch, it's right below the knees. I'm gonna have to open this up somewhere else. 3-0. Swing and a foul ball down the first base line, and it'll find the seats. Davis, they say that he is projected. He's on pace to get 146 hits and have 28 home runs because he already has 7. 28 home runs and 89 RBI. The 3-1. There's a rocket out to right field, and it just hooks foul. It went into the All-Star Airlines booth and ricocheted off of that wall. And it landed over towards the right field side. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon as well. And the 3-2. Line down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Castellanos has to go all the way towards the wall, tries to barehand it, and the throw over to second base is not in time, and there's a 2-out double. A 2-out double delivered by J.D. Davis. And Castellanos tried to barehand it, and if he would have bobbled that, which he almost did, Davis could have easily went over to third base. That was a pitch right down the middle, and Davis went the other way with it. And the Giants are smacking the Phillies in this inning. They've made Nick Castellanos and Bryson Stott pay on the errors. Mitch Haniger is up at the plate. Took the first pitch inside for a ball. Davis takes a big lead over at second base. The 1-0 pitch. It's in the dirt and inside as well for ball 2. That time Falter went with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That's just on the outside corner for a called strike. Two one. Way inside and high. That was 90 miles per hour on the gun. So there's still 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. Giants lead it 4-2. And the pitch. Grounded foul. Haniger just got a piece of it. Haniger is 2 home runs and 8 RBI. He's had a total of 18 bases, but he's also struck out 18 times. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Line drive past the diving stop of Bryson Stott over towards his right. Castellanos plays on the hop, coming in to score. Over from third base. The throw is not in time. And just like that, the Giants get another run on an RBI single that scores J.D. Davis by Mitch Haniger. And that's now a 5-2 lead for San Francisco. And Rob Thompson is still going with Billy Falter. I thought that Castellanos made a pretty good throw to try to get J.D. Davis at the plate. Stott just could not get there in time. And good job. Pretty good base running by J.D. Davis. That's going to be ruled as an RBI single. Haniger, though, is over at second base. It's 5-2. And Crawford fouls the first pitch off as it goes into the dirt right by home plate. The Astros, they lead the Cubs 6-4. That game is in the top of the 8th inning. And the Reds and the Rockies are tied at 6-6. That's going into the top of the 6th right now. We'll get to some of the other games in just a few moments, but the 0-1 pitch is down low by Bailey Falter. Diamondbacks, they're up 4-0 against the Oakland Athletics. That's in Oakland. Padres and Royals, that started not too long ago. It's 3-0 Padres. The 1-1. Line drive out to left field. That'll be another base hit. And rounding third base and coming in to score is Ryan Haniger, or Mitch Haniger, I should say. And that's an RBI single by Brandon Crawford, and it's now 6-2 San Francisco. They've been pouring on a lot of runs, spanking the Phillies. So that is now 4 straight hits in a row given up by Bailey Falter. Phillies bullpen over their last 6 games, it didn't allow a run. And well, tonight, they didn't really put the bullpen in a successful position. Casey Schmidt's now up at the plate. As he steps into the batter's box, he has 2 home runs, 5 RBI already. He's been really hitting the ball well for the Giants. First pitch, swing and a miss. It was a curveball at 76 miles per hour. Schmidt has 11 hits and 24 at-bats and has 20 total bases already, along with an on-base percentage at .458. 0-1. It's grounded over to third base. Sosa fields it on the hop, throws over to first in time for out number 3. But the San Francisco Giants, they score 6 runs thanks to a couple of errors by the Phillies, a 3-run home run by Michael Conforto, an RBI single by Mitch Haniger, and another RBI single by Brandon Crawford. And we go to the top of the third. Oh, boy. Did I miss it? An evil wizard put a curse on all of Philadelphia sports recently. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still trying to get over yesterday, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to get over yesterday. I was going to actually go live today, but I decided not to because I got busy with doing other stuff. But if you guys are new to my channel, I want to let you all know that we do a lot of Phillies content. We just finished up our Sixers season. As that came to an end, we did the Sixers. And we also do Patriots content and Flyers content as well. So if you enjoy my content, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. So that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. My allergies have really been killing me tonight. I don't know why. You have 5 long months to get over that Sixers debacle. 5 months? I guess I do, but I started this channel, what was it, 5 months ago? December, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah. It's rough. I'm a Knicks fan. It hurts. I'm sure it does. All right. Here we are in the top of the third inning. Bryson Stott will be leading things off. 1-2-3 coming up for the Phillies. It's part of the lineup in the 1-0 pitch. It's outside for a ball. So the Phillies trail 6-2. They were up 2-0 on a 2-run home run by Alec Bohm, while Bailey Falter and the Phillies defense just laid a huge egg in that bottom of the second inning. 3 balls, no strikes to Bryson Stott. Only 1 walk has been issued by Wood. And the 3-0 is on the outside corner, a 90-mile-per-hour sinking fastball. That makes the count at 3-1. Bryson Stott from Las Vegas, Nevada. And the 3-1 pitch, grounded back up the middle, and it just gets right through the hole for a base hit. Thairo Estrada didn't want to dive for it, and to be honest with you, Stott just put it in a really good spot. He got jammed on the pitch, and Estrada had to go over towards his left side, and it just got underneath his glove, but I think it would have been ruled as an infield single regardless. And Trey Turner now comes up. So that's a leadoff single by Stott. The first pitch to Turner is outside for a ball. This has the opportunity of being a high-scoring game. Something just gives me that feeling. 1-0, swing and a miss. Man, Trey Turner was certainly fooled on that slider. He swung actually after the pitch. It looked like hit the glove. That's how much he was fooled on that. Could not catch up to it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Turner. And the pitch. Another swing and a miss. They keep throwing them sliders, and that's really been the pitch that he's been struggling with this season. I think that has to be a big part of the scouting report. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey. And the pitch. It's fouled back. That time it was a changeup at 85 miles per hour. So Rob Thompson has been playing around with his lineup over the last week or so. He had Trey Turner leading off. He had Bryson Stott leading off. He had Kyle Schwarber leading off. He's been trying to mix things up. The 1-2. And Turner decided not to offer it that, as it was up high, a sinking fastball at 93 miles per hour. Turner won a World Series back in 2019 with the Washington Nationals. 2-2, swing and a miss, and Turner goes down swinging. And there's one gone. That's now 3 strikeouts by Alex Wood. And Bryce Harper will be stepping up to the plate. Harper wearing his red, white, blue, and black batting gloves. Had those really cool green batting gloves on the other day. The first pitch is down low for a ball. I've always wanted to go to Oracle Park. That's one of the other ballparks I really would love to go to. There's a lot of history over there. The 1-0 pitch, it's taken right at the knees for a called strike. Just seeing the canoes out there too, in the water, in the bay, it's pretty nice. The 1-1, outside for ball 2. It's funny, I've never been to the West Coast before. In my 24 years of living, I've never been to the West. 2-1, swing and a miss. But I will make my trip out there someday. I will. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the third. And Harper grounds that one foul. Yeah, I have to go to LA. I have to go to San Francisco. I'd like to go to Las Vegas sometime. 2-2. Ground ball over to second base, and the throw over to first is in time. There wasn't going to be a play over at second base to get Stott out, so Estrada did the right thing by making the easy throw over to first as Harper pulled it, and there's 2 gone. I wonder if that Bank of America sign is new out there in right field. It's like right over in foul territory. You should try LA. They never found a decent replacement for Vince Scully. Well, first pitch, swung on a miss for a strike. They have Joe Davis. But it's not just Vince Scully anymore. Yeah. The 0-1. It's taken on the inside corner for a called strike. There was always something relaxing about Vince Scully's voice. I do appreciate the compliment, by the way. Seriously. That's really nice. I'm lucky I'm able to do this, though. The 0-2. Swing and a miss to Castellanos. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the bottom of the third. The Phillies are down 6-2. Joey Bart will be leading things off for the Giants when they return. You think Joe Davis is worse than Joe Buck? I don't mind Joe Davis. I think that he does a good job with football. I can understand why some people think that his voice bothers him, but I like his, the one thing I like about Joe Davis is I know that with STAA talent, like 10 years ago, he actually posted like his own spotting boards and what he does for college basketball and for college football and like how he preps and everything. And I respect his organization, stuff that you guys don't see I respect how, he really put in his work and, took the time to interview coaches and players, even when he wasn't even in the office, and those types of little things, because I think that that's what really made him stand out from other people that were candidates when it came to Fox. You guys don't realize this, but I don't know if you guys really care, but when it comes to pamphlets and stuff that teams give you, they don't always give you that much information, and so sometimes I'm a little bit limited because I don't get to interview players. I don't get to go to the batting cage or whatever, and I'm not with the team, But this is the closest thing I have to it. But when you're at the big leagues and you have spotters or you have a lot of people that work for the organization, you get more access to information. So, but long story short, I do like how he organizes his prep work, and I like him as a person, but I can understand why some people don't like his voice. Joe Davis is better at football because it's faster paced. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. The 0-1 to Joey Bart, and that's outside and low for a ball. So 8-9-1 coming up to the plate for the Giants here in this bottom of the third. The 1-1 pitch by Falter, as he's still out there for another inning of work. It's grounded foul down the third base line. But yeah, I agree. Some people are, have a better pace when it comes to slower sports. That's what some people say about me. But some people do better with faster sports. It all depends. But it comes down to reps. The 1-2. Up high and inside for a ball. And some people are just really, really fortunate to just have, a really nice voice, because that's something that you not necessarily can teach. The 2-2 that's up high for a ball. I don't know if anybody, though, that I know of takes any sort of voice lessons, but that certainly does help. 3-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3, and Joey Bart checked his swing, but didn't really matter because it was on the outside corner. Nothing personal against Joe Davis as a person. He's too boring for baseball. Yeah, I don't blame you for that. For saying that. There's a bunt by Johnson. The throw over to first as Falter to get off the mound, go over towards the third base side, and it's in time for out number 2. It was a good thought by Bryce Johnson, and he almost was able to surprise everybody. So Bart strikes out. Johnson bunted the ball over towards the third base side and was out on a 1-3 putout. And here's Tyro Estrada. That is fouled back towards the screen. Yeah, one day I will have to show you how I do spotting charts for football. I will have to do that. Falter be faltering. I know. Oh, man. So it's no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. In the 0-1. There's a high fly ball out to left field. That's going back to the warning track to the wall. And that ball just bounces off the top of the wall. Schwarber did not play that on a really good hop. And, well, Estrada can fly. He's going over to third base, and he gets in there safely with a stand-up triple with 2 outs. That thing hit off the top of the wall, and Schwarber did not read that so well. But you also have to understand that he had to try to see if he could make a catch out there, but just took an unlucky bounce. Hit off of the little car sign, then Schwarber just overslid, I think. And here's Wilmer Flores. He's up, and the pitch is inside and high for a ball. So it's 6-2 Giants here in the bottom of the third inning. Giants coming into today. They're 17-23 and fourth in the NL West. And the 1-0 pitch is popped up towards center field, left center field that is. Falter goes over to his left. He's on the run, and they'll make the catch for out number 3. No runs, and Estrada is stranded over at third base. And we go to the top of the fourth. The Phillies trail 6-2. Bro, I am like really off today when it comes to keeping score. This sucks. All right, I'll be right back. I need to blow my nose again. All right, we got 15 loyal people, 22 loyal people on here. I love you all so much. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well. Vida Blue, he passed away? I didn't know that. Huh. Rest in peace to Vida Blue. First pitch to Kyle Schwarber. It's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Schwarber walked in the second inning. Right back at you, JJ. The 0-1 pitch that's lifted out to left field and going back to the track to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Well, it'll be Schmidt for out number 1. I still don't even write down everybody's position on here. Here's Real Muto. The first pitch doesn't even swing at it. It's right at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1. It's popped up over towards the right field side. This is going to be a tough play. Making the catch out in right field for out number 2 will be Michael Conforto. Jacob Junis is warming up in the bullpen for the Giants. He's been around the block for a little bit of time. All right, so let me make sure I have this right. And Alec Bohm is up at the plate. He homered his last time up. And the first pitch is outside, or inside, I should say, for a ball. Phillies are 20-20 this season. They're 5.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves in the NL East. The 1-0 way up high by Alex Wood. And they are a half game above the Miami Marlins, who are 20-21. And a full game above the New York Mets, who are at 20-22. 2-0 pitch to Bohm. Outside and low for a ball. Oh, you're from Virginia, dude? I didn't know that. 3-0 pitch on the inside corner for a called strike, and Bohm disagrees with the home plate umpire. All right, so you're watching from Colorado. Shady's watching from Houston. HD is watching from Virginia. Bohm will ground that one fair down the third base line, and it goes all the way out to left field. The throw into second base, and Bohm will get in there standing safely, as the throw was just a little bit late by Mitch Haniger. And there's a 2-out double by Alec Bohm, who loves hitting at Oracle Park. That is certainly a good sign, for sure. Oh, Estrada's the DH today. And Schmidt is over at second base. Here's Brandon Marsh, and he'll take the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Abdullah, what's up, man? Watching from Philly. We're in Philly, my guy. I do have to ask that. The 0-1. It's on the outside corner for a called strike to Brandon Marsh. Marsh's batting average has dropped just a little bit. He's hitting .292. He was in the top 5 in batting average. The 0-2 pitch. It's lifted out to shallow center field. On the run and making the catch for out number 3 is Bryce Johnson. And the Phillies, they leave Alec Bohm stranded over at second base, and we go to the bottom of the 4th as the Phillies trail 6-2. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, man, we got 22 people on here. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. And, yeah, love you guys. Oh, Dad. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. All right, Dad. Thank you. All right, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Michael Conforto is up. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's 2 for 2 today. Man, I really am off today. He flies that one out to center field, and Marsh will make the catch for out number 1. Man, I really am off today. That's all right, though. It's all good. Conforto homered his last time up down the left field line. So it is a 6-2 game in the bottom of the 4th. Falter winds up, and the first pitch to J.D. Davis is grounded over to shortstop. Turner fields it on the hop, throws on the run, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. Here's Mitch Haniger, who's 1 for 2 today. Had the RBI single in the 2nd and also scored a run as well. 2 outs, nobody on. And the first pitch in this at-bat is on the outside corner for a called strike. So Falter did not start the game. It was Connor Brogdon who came in for about 2/3 of an inning. The 0-1. It looked like it was at the knees, but not according to the home plate umpire. So Brogdon pitched 2/3 of an inning and left the bases loaded. Falter came in, got the final out, and then gave up 6 runs in the third inning as the 1-1 pitch is grounded over to third base, and the throw over to first is in time for out number 3. But ever since then, he's been doing a good job, and he gets out of the 4th inning, and we go to the top of the 5th. Phillies trail 6-2. Dodgers also got Oral Roser, who went to my same high school in New Jersey. He's terrible? Why do you say he's terrible? LA needs you. Wait, Oral Hershiser? Who is he? Is he a broadcaster? Huh. Oral Hershiser. Oh, he's a pitcher. He's a former pitcher. Oh, he's an analyst. Okay, I got you. That makes a lot of sense. Those Dodgers pitchers and now a broadcaster. He's boring. Yeah, well, hopefully I'm not boring tonight because I know I haven't been my best. I'm actually really not feeling so good, but no excuses. I'm happy to be on here. Padres lead 3-0 against the Royals. What else do we have going on? The Dodgers, speaking of LA, they're up 3-1 against the Twins. The Nationals, they beat the Mets today 10-3. Angels played against the Orioles and they won 9-5. The Yankees, they beat the Toronto Blue Jays 7-4. And Mundo Sosa comes up to the plate, for the Phillies as we start off the top of the 5th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch that is swung on and missed for a strike. So Alex Wood is up at the plate. Sosa today is 0 for 1. He lined out to center field in the 2nd inning. The 1-1. Way up high for ball 2. So Jacob Junis will be warming up in the bullpen for the San Francisco Giants. The 2-1. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the 5th. Phillies down 6-2, and the 2-2 is outside and low for ball 3. It was a changeup at 86 miles per hour. So 9-1-2 due up for the Phillies. The payoff pitch. Ground ball. That's foul towards the third base dugouts. Stott will wait on deck for the Phillies. Giants got a whole lot of runs earlier in the game. That was in the 2nd inning. Phillies were up 2-0, and the Giants, they scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. The 3-2 is popped up and skied out to right field. Making the catch for the out over in right field is Michael Conforto. And there's 1 gone as Edmundo Sosa is retired. Oof, I got a bug over here. Here's Bryson Stott. And the first pitch is outside and low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Stott today's 1 for 2. He singled back in the 3rd inning. He He's hitting .287 on the season. The 1-1. It's on the outside corner. It was a slider at 83 miles per hour. 70 pitches by Alex Wood so far in this game. And the 1-2. Outside and high for ball 2. Two-two pitch. It's a grounded over to shortstop, backhand stop by Crawford. The throw over to first is in time for out number 2. That was a really good play by Brandon Crawford. And that's exactly why he's won as many Gold Gloves as he has. Gabe Kapler is going to go out there, and that's most likely going to be it for Alex Wood. That was a really nice play by Crawford. He had to make the throw on the run. He was trying to go out into the outfield and did a good job of fielding it. And there's 2 gone. Alex Wood's day is done, and Jacob Junis will most likely be coming in relief for Wood. And he gets a little standing ovation, and we'll be right back. All right, I will be right back, too. Oh, boy. We got 17 people on here. Ugh. Dude, my allergies really have been bothering me like all day today. I don't know why. I get like really, really bad allergies. But if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. We're definitely going to get through this, that's for sure. There's 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning, as we have our first pitching change for the Giants. Alex Wood went 5 2/3 of an inning. Jacob Junis is now in the ball game. He's 2-2 on the season. He's pitched in 9 games. And the first pitch he throws to Trey Turner is taken right at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1. It's fouled back towards the screen. So Junis, as I mentioned, he's appeared in 9 games. He has a 2-2 record. He's pitched in 21 innings. He's allowed 12 earned runs, 10 walks. He has 21 strikeouts. The 0-2. Outside for ball 1. Time he was able to get that one to 95. The 1-2 delivery to Turner. It's outside and low. Way outside and low that was. So he went with a fastball that was way outside, and this time he went with a slider that was outside and low. The 2-2 still stays outside and gets Trey Turner the bite and swing at the slider for strike 3. And that is the second time today that Trey Turner has gone down swinging. A 1-2-3 inning for the Giants, and we go to the bottom of the 5th as the Giants lead 6-2 here at Oracle Park. Okay. Was that the 5th inning? I missed that. Even with my scorecard, like, I've been a little bit off with that today, too. I've noticed. How you guys feeling, though? How are you guys feeling? What's this? What are they showing here? I don't even know. Crawford will lead things off for the Giants as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Good, man. Good. That makes me happy. Thanks for asking and thanks for streaming. Yeah, dude, anytime. I'm happy to be able to do this. Broadcasting. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess, see, like, we're in, like, this new, like, weird sort of trend, or it's not generation, but we're in this, we have this new thing. It's not necessarily, like, broadcasting because, like, we're not on TV. It's really just calling the game, but it's not podcasting either. Like, podcasting is when I do, like my 30-minute episodes and I talk. It's like sports talk, all that. I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we call it. There probably is a name for it, and I just can't think right now. Crawford is up at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He has an 0-1 count on him. We're here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The Giants are up 6-2. They scored all 6 of their runs in the bottom of the second inning. Crawford is up in the 0-1 pitch. That is outside for a ball. Crawford hitting 171 on the season. Struck out in his first at-bat as the 1-1 is outside and low. Crawford's now 36 years old. He had a birthday on January 21st. He bats lefty but also throws righty. And is from Mountain View, California. 2-1. It's fouled back. That makes it a 2-2 count. He's been playing with the Giants for 13 seasons now. 2-2. Ground ball back over to Falter. And Falter makes the underhanded throw over to Bohm at first base, and it's in plenty of time for out number 1. I feel that sometimes. I can't think either. Yep. And stuff like when you're talking for, 3 hours or 2.5 hours, sometimes, like, I'll, listen to my cast and stuff, and I'll say, why didn't I think of that in the moment? But it happens. Here's Schmidt. Casey Schmidt takes the first pitch for a called strike. He's 1 for 2 today. And the 0-1. It's grounded foul. Back behind home plate. The 0-2. Way up high for a ball. So Falter is still out there. He has 57 pitches. Came in with 2 outs in the bottom of the first with the bases loaded. The 1-2. Lined over the glove of Bryson Stassi. Tried to leap up and make the catch. Marsh gets over there towards the right center field gap. Throws over the second base, and the throw is way off the line. And Schmidt goes diving in there safely with a 1-out double. Marsh had to run over towards that right center field alleyway so that it didn't get past him and go all the way towards the wall because Schmidt could have gotten on with a triple with his speed. He's been really hitting the ball well today. There was another hanging breaking ball that was out over towards the middle of the plate. Stott just tried to leap up and make the jumping catch, but it was just out of reach. And here's Joey Bart now. He's been really struggling as of lately. He's hitting .229. He's still looking for his first home run on the season. He has 3 RBI. No balls, 1 strike. He's batting 8th today. And the pitch. Way up high for a ball. The 1-1. It's down low and inside for ball 2. Bart started off playing at the big league level for the Giants back in 2020. He had 24 hits and 103 at-bats. The 2-1 is inside for ball 3. But he only had 6 at-bats in 2021 and only played in 2 games. This season, he is 1 for 9. He struck out 4 times with runners in scoring position, that is. Falter looks back at second base, and the 3-1. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 2. But then last season, he played in 97 games for the Giants. He had 261 at-bats and had 56 hits, 11 home runs, and 25 RBI. But he struck out 112 times, which is almost half of his at-bats. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Schmidt over at second base. Giants up 6-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning against the Titans. And the pitch. That's lined foul down the third base line. And Bart will stay alive. Falter gets the signs from Realmuto, looks back at second, and the payoff pitch. It jammed Joey Bart, but he fouls it over towards the first base side, and it's caught by Bohm for out number 2. Bohm made the catch in foul territory, and there's 2 gone. That'll bring up Johnson, who's 1 for 2 today. And the first pitch is taken right at the knees for a called strike. Bryce Johnson singled back in the 2nd inning and also scored a run as well. Falter looks back at second in the 0-1. Ground ball over to shortstop, backhanded by Turner. The throw over to third is just in time as Edmundo Sosa made the tag, and that'll do it as we go to the top of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the top of the 6th. The Phillies are down 6-2. It's a pretty nice play by Trey Turner. All right, let me blow my nose really quickly. I will be right back. Alrighty. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well. We got 26 awesome people on here. Y'all are the best. I love you all so much. We've been doing a good job at building this whole family of people, and that's been really nice. Yeah, man. So now that Sixers season is done, going to be doing a whole lot of Phillies games over the next, 5 months or so? 4 months? Yeah, 3.5. Show the game. I can't do that, my guy. All right, Jay. All right, Ryzen Rhino. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming on here, dude. Jonathan, I can't do that unless you want me to get banned. All right, Bryce Harper's up at the plate. Decides not to have the batting gloves on, and the first pitch is fouled back over towards the third base dugout. So Jacob Junis is still on the bump for the Giants. He came on in relief for Alex Wood. The 0-1. That's inside and low for a ball. Gotta tell you, John Miller is another one of my favorite broadcasters. The 1-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. I could listen to him talk for a really, really long time. I think he's one of the best baseball broadcasters in the business. The 1-2. It's in the dirt for ball 2. You got a parlay, and so far winning everything, but this isn't looking too good. You got the Phillies. Oof, man. 1-2 pitch to Harper. It's lined foul down the right field line. I mean, we still got some time. It's not looking good so far, but hopefully they can try to get some runs. I expect the bullpen's going to be pretty good for the Phillies, so I still think you have a shot. The 1-2 pitch. It's lined right past the glove of the third baseman and goes out into left field, and J.D. Davis tried to make a really nice catch, but it just bounced off of his glove. And Harper gets on with a leadoff single. That ball was hit pretty sharply, but J.D. Davis just could not make the catch over at third base. Tried to dive over towards his right side, and just bounced off his glove. Castellanos is up at the plate now, and he takes that pitch on the outside corner. So Nick today grounded out and also struck out as well. And the next pitch is grounded foul down the third base line. Just caught another bug. Huh. That's like the third one I've caught up here. The ball's 2 strikes and the pitch. It's outside and low. A slider at 86 miles per hour. Castellanos has been hitting really well with runners on base this season for the Phillies. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Castellanos goes down fishing at the slider that was outside, and Junis will record his second strikeout. So we're in the top of the 6th inning. The Phillies are down 6-2. With a runner over at first base, that's Bryce Harper, and there's 1 out. And Kyle Schwarber is up. His batting average continues to drop, as he's hitting 177 now on the season, and the first pitch he takes a look at, it's a slider that's on the outside the corner. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Way inside, and Schwarber was able to avoid that. Dodgers now lead 5-2 against the Minnesota Twins in the bottom of the 4th. There's 2 outs and nobody on in that game. The 1-1. Inside and low again. Just waiting for me to scream home run. Yeah, it'd be nice to see the Phillies try to wake up the bats. The 2-1. Way inside again. The slider has been a little bit out of control by Junis in this at-bat. 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is JT Realmuto. Harper's over at first. 1 out in the top of the 6th. And the pitch. on the inside corner. Man, Kyle Schwarber, I thought he certainly should have swung at that, but regardless, it's now a full count. That was right in his wheelhouse. It was a low pitch and on the inside corner. Payoff pitch, inside and low for ball 4. And Schwarber gets on with a 1-out walk. And that'll put Harper over at second base. Now, Junis has 20 pitches, and Gabe Kapler wondering if he's going to get somebody warming up in the bullpen. Here's JT, who's hitting .287 on the season. Does have a .488 slugging percentage, and Joey Bart wants to talk things over with his pitcher, Junis. So while we take a little break on the mound, just want to let you guys know, this is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome night. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well. And follow us on all the social media platforms. The link is pinned down below in the messages at the very top. So make sure that you follow Play-by-Play with JJ on all the social media platforms there are out there. So a leadoff single by Harper, a strikeout by Castellanos, and a walk by Schwarber. And JT, who's up at the plate now, checks his swing, and the first base umpire says he did not go. It's a 1-0 count. Over the last 8 games, the Giants themselves, they're 2-6 and have a negative 14 run differential. The 1-0. It's outside and low again for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch. Outside and low again. Slider at 84 miles per hour. Andrew Bellotti warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies. He will be coming out for the bottom of the 6th inning, most likely. There's Gabe Kapler wearing his glasses, his black glasses with the frames. And the pitch, it's down low for ball 4, and JT gets on with another walk. And that'll load the bases. Back-to-back walks issued by Jacob Junis. The pitching coach for the Giants is going to go out there and try to settle Junis down as the tying run is coming up to the plate already. And there will be a mound visit here. Alec Bohm, who has been awesome in this ball game. He had a 2-run home run and a double as well. 1 home run to tie this up for you, my guy. That's exactly right. I need this pace to continue. Have under 9 runs on this game. Oh man, so we have we have 2 people's bets going at it against each other. Bases loaded for the Phillies. 1 out. The Giants, they have 2 men warming up in the bullpen. So if Bohm gets on here, that'll be very interesting to see what they decide to do. So here's Bohm up at the dish in the first pitch. Looked like it was a little bit down low, but not according to the home plate umpire. And that makes it an 0-1 count. The 0-1. That is inside and low. And Bohm takes that one for a ball. Bases loaded. Harper over at third. Schwarber over at second. Realmuto over at first. And Bohm will line that one out to right field. And making the catch is Conforto. Tagging up from third base and coming in to score is Bryce Harper. And that's an RBI sacrifice fly delivered by Alec Bohm. And the runner from second goes over to third base. That's Kyle Schwarber. So we have runners at the corners. And the Phillies cut the lead in half on a sacrifice fly by Alec Bohm. So it's 6-3, San Francisco. And now Gabe Kapler will come out there. And that'll be it for Jacob Junis as we have a pitching change. And we'll be back in just a few moments. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off, but I will be right back in just a few moments. Gabe Kapler. Arenado just homered in 4 straight games. Wow. And I saw that Shohei Ohtani just missed the cycle today. I saw that too. If you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. I really appreciate all the support. The goal tonight is to get to 380 subscribers. I give you this content for free, so make sure that you like and make sure that you subscribe, man. So we have runners over at first and third. As Jacob Junis' day is done, he had 28 pitches. In 1 inning, he allowed 1 run, and that was on the sacrifice fly that was hit by Alec Bohm just now. He also allowed 2 walks and had 2 strikeouts as well. He came on in relief for Alex Wood, who went 4 2/3 of an inning, and he allowed 2 earned runs. And now Scott Alexander is on the bump. He has a 6.08 ERA in 13 1/3 of an inning, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks allowed. Only 1 home run allowed for him on the season, and Brandon Marsh will be the person that he comes in to face. They wanted to go with a lefty on lefty. And the first pitch, it's grounded over to second base, and the throw over to Brandon Crawford at the bag is in plenty of time for out number 3. So the Phillies, they get 1 back on the sacrifice fly by Alec Bohm, but they trail 6-3 as they leave runners at the corners, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Okay. Let's put this up. There we go. Time is 11:27. Huh. How's Dallas won. Huh. The Stars won. They beat the Kraken. I didn't realize that. Huh. Oh, man. Giants have 10 hits. Huh. Who do I got winning, broski? Can they make a comeback? You enjoyed the poll question. Thanks, Larry. So, who do I got winning? And I got the Giants winning. I don't know if the Phillies can have it in them to make a comeback. But I also understand that, I mean, the Giants, like, the losing streak has to go away sometime, and Phillies have not been doing a good job against teams that are under 500, so it would shock me if the Phillies made the comeback at this point. They're down to their final 9 outs. It's going to be tough. But it's possible. Here's Andrew Bellotti, who comes on in for Bailey Falter. Bellotti has pitched in 11 games this season, as a 5.59 ERA. But overall, as of lately, he's been doing a whole lot better. He's 31 years old now. In the game that he pitched against the Rockies on May 13th, he went 1 inning and he had 2 strikeouts, and that was his first appearance since he went on the injured list. His outing before that was back on April 20th. And he did not look like himself out there. So Estrada will be leading things off. He's the designated hitter for the Giants today. The first pitch is right at the knees for a called strike. Thairo Estrada is 1 for 3 today. He's been the Giants' best hitter on the season, hitting .314. The 0-1. Grounded over the shortstop, backhanded by Turner. The throw over to first is just in time, and Estrada was out by about half a step or so. It was a pretty good play by Trey Turner. Phillies defense earlier in the game was very poor, to say the least. Turner had a ball that went underneath his glove. Bohm had a ball that went underneath his glove. Bryson Stott dropped the baseball after trying to turn a 6-4-3 double play. Castellanos also dropped the baseball on what would have been a sacrifice fly. That was back in the second inning. And here's Wilmer Flores, who's 1 for 2 today. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Giants lead 6-3. And the pitch. There's a high fly ball out to left field, and it will hook foul. Goes right towards the NBC Bay Area electronic sign. I'm back to looking at the error column in the box score every game. I know, it's not a good thing. The 1-1. It's right at the knees for a called strike. It was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball thrown by Bellotti. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th here at Oracle Park. And the pitch is down low and outside for ball 2. Phillies tonight, their opening odds, as far as the money line goes, we're at plus 100. And the Giants were minus 120. And now, the Phillies are at plus 900. Come back. 2-2. Popped up towards the infield. Bellotti says he has it, and he'll make the catch in foul territory for out number 2. Back to looking at the error column in the box score every game, like a couple of years ago. You did that too? You did it then too? Two gone here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Michael Conforto is up. He has 8 home runs on the season and 17 RBI. He's 2 for 3 today. He homered back in the 2nd inning to give the Giants the 4-2 lead at the time. The first pitch is down low. 95 miles per hour. Conforto spent a lot of time with the New York Mets. The 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Had the opportunity of playing with David Wright and Yoenis Cespedes when they tried to go to the World Series back against the Kansas City Royals. 2-0. It's down low for ball 3. Well, injuries have been a big factor for him throughout his career. But he's been very good defensively and definitely has some pop in the bat still. 3-0. It's outside and low for ball 4, and that's now the 3rd time today that Conforto has gotten on base. Two outs and a runner over at first. Turner this year, Castellanos last year. Defensively, yeah. And here's J.D. Davis, who walked, doubled, and scored a run as he's 1 for 2 today. Not a big crowd here at Oracle Park, but it's a pretty decent size, though. First pitch, swung on and missed for a strike. I mean, a decent size for a Monday night. Bellotti gets set. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the delivery. Swing and a miss. A 93-mile-per-hour fastball that was on the upper third part of the strike zone. Davis wearing his orange batting gloves. Pretty bright. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 2 outs, a runner over at first in the 0-2 pitch. Just a little bit off the plate. It was on the Bellotti tried to get it on the outside corner, but it just missed. That makes it a 1-2 count. Giants are 10-10 at home this season, as they have a 17-23 record. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2. It's dribbled foul right behind home plate, and J.D. Davis will stay alive. 15 pitches by Andrew Bellotti so far in this inning. So yeah, the Dallas Stars, they beat the Seattle Kraken today 2-1 in Game 7. It's crazy. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Bellotti throws the slider on the outside corner to get Davis to swing at for strike 3. We go to the top of the 7th inning. No runs. 1 man left, and the Giants lead 6-3. Sosa will lead things off when we come back. Oh, boy. Yeah, I apologize about my allergies tonight, man. Definitely not feeling my best, but it's what we do. This is also how we, battle through some adversity. Because this is what happens when we're doing things every day. Even like when we're not feeling our best. So, it's all a part of the growing experience. There's a saying in basketball, shooters shoot. Shooters have to keep on shooting until, they get back into a hot rhythm. Baseball, it happens all the time. Sometimes you can go into a slump, but how do you snap out of it, And what are you going to do, once the bat becomes red hot? How do you stay hot? Sixers are allergic in the second round. That indeed they are. Yep. They gotta blow it up. They really do. I'm tired of getting bounced in the second round. That's been the whole conversation today on Sports Talk Radio, and I fully agree with that. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to find a way to trade Joel Embiid. And I love Joel. I really do. But if they can get some good value for him, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Especially after what I heard yesterday from him. So, Edmundo Sosa's up at the plate. It's 1 ball, no strikes, as we're here in the top of the 7th inning. Alexander's still on the bump, and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded over the shortstop, fielded by Crawford. He gobbles it up and throws over to first across the diamond, and plenty of time for out number 1. The Phillies are down to their final 8 outs. So 9-1-2. We're due up for the Phillies in this inning, and Edmundo Sosa, the 9-hole hitter, just grounded out over to shortstop. Here's Bryson Stott, who's 1 for 3 today. Stott had a single up the middle back in the 3rd inning. The first pitch, that's over the middle of the plate for a called strike. Yeah, what was he even saying, Wall? How are you going to say it's just you and Harden? No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, outside for a ball. Phil's 5-game win streak followed by a losing streak. Yep. The 1-1. It's down low for ball 2. Yeah, HD, I don't understand how you said that, I have to be better, but everybody else has to be better too. That's tells me that it's doesn't have a competitive mentality. The 2-1. It's lifted out to center field. Bryce Johnson on the run, and they'll make the catch for out number 2. Johnson made a pretty good catch out there. He got a pretty good read. So there's 2 gone in the top of the 7th inning. Jeff Hoffman is warming up in the bullpen. The former Colorado Rocky himself was signed by the Phillies not too long ago. And there's now 2 retired here in the top of the 7th inning as the pitching coach for the Giants will go out there to talk things over with Alexander. But yeah, the whole comments about Joel Embiid from his press conference last night and even just his body language, it's a loser mentality. It's just what it comes down to. So, you came up with the poll questions? Yep, I do. I come up with the poll questions. What was mine tonight? I'll have to take a look at it. First pitch to Trey Turner. As he comes up, he will fly this one out to right center field. That's going back to the track, and making the catch once again is Bryce Johnson. He makes a really good catch and made it on the run for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning. The Giants defense steps up, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Giants lead 6-3. And Bryce is playing really well. What was my poll question? Let me see. What was it? Which of the following is most likely to happen? I see. I don't even remember doing this, but yeah, I come up with these. If you guys haven't done so already, go answer the poll questions. And also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. Connor Brogdon throws a complete game shutout. Okay, that's obviously done. Bryce gets ejected again. That is still bound to happen. The Giants hit 6 home runs, or the game goes to 15 innings. I don't know. I come up with these. I'm addicted to FanDuel. Oh boy. FanDuel. What bets do you have going on today? Or tonight? 15 innings or Bryce ejected. It still is bound to happen. I was going to put in there Bryce Harper's cycle, but I didn't want to do that tonight. Bro, Michael Barkan looks really good with that sports jacket. It's a really nice sports jacket. So Jeff Hoffman will come in to pitch the bottom of the 7th inning as the Phillies lead 6-3 against, or as the Phillies trail 6-3. My gosh, I'm really out of it. Against the San Francisco Giants. My gosh. Hoffman has pitched in 2 games this season for the Phillies. He has 4 strikeouts and 2 walks allowed. And the first pitch is just a little bit outside to Mitch Haniger. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Giants. Haniger had a RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Also scored a run as well. The 1-0. It's taken right down the middle, a cutter at 88 miles per hour. So the Giants scored all 6 of their runs in the 2nd inning. And, well, they put up 5 runs in the 2nd game of the series against the Diamondbacks as the 1-1 pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. But, haven't really been getting a whole lot of run production as of lately. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hoffman gets set, gets the signs from Realmuto, and the pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 3. It was a cutter at 88 miles per hour that just caught the upper third part of the strike zone. Unhittable. Yes, it's true. It's a pretty good pitch there. I don't know if that's where JT wanted it, but it worked. Sometimes that just happens. Here's Brandon Crawford, who comes up to the plate. and he'll take a cutter over the middle of the plate at 88 miles per hour. Crawford had the RBI single back in the second inning, and he's 1 for 3 today. He's playing over at shortstop, batting 6th tonight for the Giants, the 0-1. A changeup at 91 miles per hour that was in the dirt. So Haniger just struck out looking to start off the inning. There's 1 out, nobody on, and the 1-1, swing and a miss. And Crawford swings at the fastball at 98 miles per hour. Giants had some really good runs during the 2010s. With Buster Posey, Pablo Sandoval, Brandon Crawford was also a big part of that as well. The 1-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And that's back-to-back strikeouts issued by Jeff Hoffman. Boy, he's been looking really good in the Phillies uniform. And give Caleb Cotham a lot of credit because it just looked like, or looks like in general, that his velocity has come back. That's not just a coincidence. Like, you've seen that with Jose Alvarado and Craig Kimbrell. The first pitch to Schmidt, as he's 2 for 3 today, is taken down low. It was a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. So Casey is 2 for 3. He has 2 home runs, 5 RBI on the season, and has just been hitting the ball really sharply. The 1-0. It's outside for ball 2. It was a cutter at 88 miles per hour. I think my pen just ran out of ink. My red pen, and I like that red pen. The 2-0. It's on the outside corner, another cutter at 89. Got to hit at least 96 miles per hour to be in our bullpen. Yeah, well, we have a pretty good bullpen now. When was the last time we said that? The 2-1. There's a fastball down the middle, but it's taken all the way to right field. Castellanos gets underneath it and will make the catch. That was at 97 miles per hour. And a 1-2-3 inning, as out number 3 was recorded as Castellanos made the catch. And we go to the top of the 8th inning. The Phillies are down to their final 6 outs as they trail 6-3. All right, let's take another quick break. Time to blow my nose again. Righty, here we go. You want to see it live, my guy? I mean, if you want to see it live, you're not going to see it live on here, dude. I'm just going to tell you that. Because I cannot get in trouble. So, if you want me to get in trouble, I'm not going to get in trouble. It's turning into a rough week. Why is that? Allergies? Is that why? Oh, because the Phillies are down. And the Sixers didn't start off the week on a strong note. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, man, the iPad is 10%. All right, so here we go to the top of the 8th inning. The Phillies are down 6-3. They have 5 hits on the day. Taylor Rogers will be coming in. He's pitched in 15 games this season. 8 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 11 2/3 of an inning. And Bryce Harper will ground the first pitch back up the middle. It's fielded on a hop throw and over to first in plenty of time for out number 1. It was a pretty good slide and play by Casey Casey Schmidt over at second base as he had to make a little bit of a run just to get over there, and he took away a base hit to Bryce Harper. It was not an easy play, and he made it look so flawless and threw the ball effortlessly. All in one motion. Castellanos is up, and the first pitch is at the knees for a called strike. Sixers, Phillies, allergies, etc. Yeah. The 0-1 to Castellanos. That's lined down the third base line, and they'll hit the net. Excuse me. So Nick today is 0 for 3, grounded out and struck out twice. But he's in .310 on the season. He has 5 homers and 25 RBI. He only had 13 home runs last season, and he's almost halfway there. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch way outside by Rogers. Nick has done a pretty good job throughout his career versus the Giants. Loves sitting at Oracle Park. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. There's a little dribbler down the third base line that's foul, as Castellanos was able to make some contact on a pitch that was almost in the dirt. On deck for the Phillies is Kyle Schwarber. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Rogers is able to get his first strikeout on the evening. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Top of the 8th. Gosh. Yep, that pen's not working. Here's Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 8th inning. The first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. A sinking fastball at 94 miles per hour. Schwarber today's 0 for 1. He has walked twice and scored a run as well. He has been walking a lot. The 0-1. Outside and low for a ball. So that makes it a 1-1 count. Phillies taking on the San Francisco Giants in a 3-game set. This is the first game of a 3-game set. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Laid off by Schwarber as he says no. He did not go after it. It was outside and low for a ball. The count is now 2-1. And the pitch to Schwarber. Outside and low for ball 3. So the Phillies tomorrow, they will play the Giants. Once again, that'll be at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. It's 3 balls, 1 strike to Schwarber. And the pitch. Outside and low for ball 4. And Schwarber gets on with another walk. It's the 3rd time that he's walked today. And this time it comes with 2 outs. So the Phillies and Giants will play at 9:45 tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, they will wrap the series up and play at 3:45 p.m. It'll be an afternoon game. Here's JT Realmuto. And Bart wants to go out to talk to Rogers. Just go over some signs and have a conversation with him. Schwarber 178. Come on, man. Another late game. Yep. Another late game tomorrow. And then 3:45 on Wednesday. Camilo Doval. He's warming up in the bullpen. He's been really good for the Giants. That is why he is the closer. So there's 2 outs and a runner on over at first base. Everybody goes back to their spots. Realmuto's up at the plate. Phillies trail 6-3. Schwarber over at first. And the first pitch to JT is outside and high for a ball. Threw in a little bit for some new pens, JJ. Thanks, man. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you. 2 balls, no strikes. And if you just subscribe to my channel, make sure that you shout yourself out. HD, thank you, man. That means a lot. That seriously does. 3 balls, no strikes to Realmuto, as Rogers cannot find the strike zone in this at-bat. Shout out to HD, man. 3 balls, no strikes in the pitch. That's right down the middle for a called strike. JT walks, boom, game-tying run. That'd be nice. 12 seconds left on the pitch clock. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure that you go follow JJ on all the socials. And the 3-1 pitch is grounded back up the middle for a base hit. That's going to go all the way out in the center field. And now we have runners over at first and second as JT Realmuto singles back up the middle. And Schwarber stops at second base. And now the tying run is coming up to the plate. And Gabe Kapler is going to go out there. And that most likely will be it for Rogers. And Duvall will most likely come in. So Kapler is just got out of the dugout. And he's going over to the mound. And Rogers knows exactly what's going to happen. Gets the baseball ready. And we'll be back in just a few moments as we have a pitch and change here at Oracle Park. Hey, man, thanks for staying consistent. That's what I do, man. That's what I do. But I love you guys so much. Even when I'm not feeling my best, you know, it means a lot. It really does. But yeah, go follow JJ on all the socials by clicking on the link tree down below. And, yeah, man. That was really nice. Oh, I can't get over that. So a walk and a single with 2 outs. And we do have a pitch and change. It's almost midnight here. And also don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And if you just subscribed, make sure that you shout yourself out. Oh, boy. All right, let me blow my nose real quick. I gotta charge the iPad. What other scores do we got going on? Padres are up 4-0. Is that right? Rob Thompson is out there to talk to the home plate umpire. I don't know if we have a switch or what, but the tying run is up at the plate for the Phillies. So we had a pitch and change. The Giants are, I believe, going to go with Camilo Duvall, and that's right. So he's pitched in 16 1/3 of an inning this season. He's only blown 1 save. He has a 2.2 ERA, 23 strikeouts, and 8 walks. Only 1 home run allowed this season. Now Bohm is up at the plate, and it is officially a save situation. And the first pitch is way outside and low for a ball. It's a slider at 88 miles per hour. Bohm is 2 for 2, but he has 3 RBI on the day. He had a sacrifice fly, a double, and a 2-run homer. The 1-0 on the outside corner, according to the home plate umpire. And to be honest with you, that was nowhere near close to the plate. But the count is even at 1-1. And the pitch by Duvall, outside and low for ball 2. It was A little bit wacky of a pitch. 98 miles per hour, though. I really can't believe that the home plate umpire called the previous pitch a strike. The 2-1, swing and a miss by Alec Bohm on the slider that was outside. Bohm is 2 for 3 in his career versus Camilo Duvall. Big at-bat here, and the pitch of the night coming right up for the Phillies. The 2-2 pitch. That's lined foul down the right field line, and it'll find the seats. But that's why, when it's a 2-1 count, changes the whole approach rather than if it was 3-0. The 2-2 pitch by Duvall, swing and a miss, and he gets the job done and strikes out Bohm. No runs, 2 men left, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phillies trail 6-3 against the Giants. Alrighty. So there's a strikeout there. And that was tough. What do you guys have planned for this week? Anything fun? Anything exciting? Or besides coming on here for play-by-play with JJ? Is it a work week for people? I still haven't even made my schedule. I've been really busy. And then I have to, eventually I got to cut highlights, and I'm not really looking forward to doing that, but I have to do it. It's not really something that, to be honest with you, I don't really like doing it. And people ask me, if I like doing it. But I really don't like listening to myself. And a lot of people that call games, they have the same problem too. But, and then for basketball, you got to listen to the full game. And I have the play-by-play with me on the side too, but it takes hours just to cut the highlights. But if I lose this parlay, I got to work. If I win this parlay, I'm going to chill. Wow, you put that much? Put that much onto this? Oh, boy. Damn. Alrighty. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies trail 6-3 against the San Francisco Giants. So Bohm homered to center field. This is actually the left center field. That gave the Phillies a 2-0 lead in the top of the 2nd inning, and, the Giants scored all 6 of their runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and they haven't trailed since. The Phillies did get one back on a sacrifice fly by Alec Bohm in the 6th inning, but they trail 6-3. And first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike by Joey Bart. 8-9-1 due up for the Giants in this bottom of the 8th inning. Bart reached on the fielder's choice, struck out, fouled out, and scored a run as well. The 0-1 way up high and inside as Jeff Hoffman is out there for his 2nd inning of work. He had a 1-2-3 7th inning, and it's working here in the bottom of the 8th. I'm going to become one with the couch. Oh, boy. The 1-1, a cutter that was on the upper third part of the strike zone on the outside corner for a called strike. Nobody on, nobody out, and the 1-2 pitch. It's grounded foul down the third base line. When I went to go see the Phillies play against the Giants, I'll never forget. A foul ball was hit up right by us. We always sit in the Hall of Fame area as the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Hoffman's able to get the strikeout, and Joey Bart goes down swinging. So that will make it 1 out. And Bryce Johnson will come up. But one time, I had an older brother, for those of you that don't know, who had really severe special needs. And I will never forget that Pablo Sandoval hit a foul ball up towards the Hall of Fame area. It's Bryce Johnson batting on the left side, grounds that one foul. And the person that was right in front of us gave my brother the foul ball. And that was something that I was really happy about. That was really nice of him to do that. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is up high for a ball. One out in the bottom of the 8th. And the 1-1. It's grounded foul down the first base line. And that makes it a 1-2 count. My brother loved baseball. His favorite movie was Angels in the Outfield, which is a good one. There's a lot of good baseball movies out there. Which one's your favorite? Comment down below. I'm curious. The 1-2. It's fouled back towards the screen. I like Major League. I love A League of Their Own. I like 42 a lot. And Angels in the Outfield's good, and Field of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. The 1-2. It's down low and inside for ball 2. The Sandlot's another good one. That's a classic. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Johnson. Nobody on, 1 out. Moneyball. Yep. It's a good one. I watched that in high school. 2-2. Grounded over to second base. Stott fields it on the hop, throws over to first in plenty of time for out number 2. Yeah, Sandlot is great. Yep. We kind of had a Sandlot crew over here, like when I was really young. We used to have these neighbors that, I live on a cul-de-sac, and so they would play ball all the time. I joined them. That was fun. First pitch to Estrada is grounded foul. And there's 2 outs. Nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Bad News Bears. That's the one I haven't seen. It's like one of the baseball movies that I haven't seen. Benchwarmers. Oh, I love that movie. The 0-1. It's on the inside corner for a called strike. The scene where they hit the mailboxes, that's one of my favorites. Rob Schneider, man. My dad and I watched that like years ago. That was a really funny movie. The ball's 2 strikes, and the pitch swing and a miss. And Hoffman strikes out Estrada, and that'll do it as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Phillies down 6-3. Original Bad News Bears is a classic. Why am I blanking out on that on the one movie where who was the guy that threw a perfect game? Oh my gosh. What is that movie called? Best baseball movies. Bill Durham? Yeah, Bill Durham. Right? Yep. That's what it was. I like that movie. You want a Hoffman jersey? I'm sure that they're pretty cheap, to be honest with you. Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, Bull Durham. Yeah, I liked that movie too. But yeah. No, they're all good movies. If you guys are new to my channel, First of all, comment your favorite baseball movie down below. That's what we're talking about. And don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. Goal is to get to 380 by the end of tonight. I think we can get there. 380 subscribers. We're already at 375. We started this channel 5 months ago. And have been going very strong since then. He's my guy, untouchable. I wonder if they sell them at the ballpark. There's probably some on Amazon. I won't buy the jersey, Jeff. Oh my gosh, I called him Jeff. Oh my gosh, am I really that out of it? I think I am. Jeff Hoffman. I won't buy the Jeff Hoffman jersey for you, Larry. That's what I meant to say. Brandon Marsh will be leading off the 9th inning, as Doval will come out there and close it. Not a coincidence his name starts with HOF. Yeah, I know. I know it's true. You're right. All right, the first pitch is outside for a ball. So it's a 1-0 count. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Phillies in this inning. And the 1-0 is inside for ball 2. It was a cutter at 99 miles per hour. So Lamonte Wade Jr. comes in to play first base for Wilmer Flores. Comes in off the bench. That's the only substitution that the Giants made. The 2-0, way outside and high for ball 3. So Doval has been losing a little bit of his command. On deck is Edmundo Sosa in the 3-0. That is on the upper third part of the strike zone for a called strike. Got to get some traffic on the base paths. 3 balls, 1 strike to Marsh. Just past midnight here on the East Coast. And the 3-1. Outside and high for ball 4. And Marsh is aboard with a walk. It's a leadoff walk here in the 9th inning. As I mentioned before, Doval is 8 for 9 in save opportunities this season. And now Cody Clemens will come in to pinch hit for Edmundo Sosa. Wanted to go with a lefty. Clemens has 3 homers and 6 RBI. He's hitting 184. Son of Roger Clemens. First pitch, just a little bit up high and outside for a ball. So Marsh leads the 9th off with a walk. Clemens is up at the plate. Bryson Stott waits on deck. Doval gets set, winds up, and delivers the 1-0. Outside again for ball 2. 96 mile per hour sinking fastball. Doval wearing his chain necklace. Looks like it's silver. The 2-0. Swing and a miss on a slider at 88 miles per hour. The bot is excited. I guess so. I guess it is. I don't know why it's picking it up now, but it is. The 2-1 on the outside corner for a called strike. Hopefully that settles down. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, and a runner over at first base in the top of the 9th. Phillies down 6-3, the 2-2 pitch. It's grounded over to first base. It is just foul. Lamonte Wade Jr. actually did a really good job at playing it on a hop, and first base umpire just ruled it foul. So Doval will try to go at it again against Clemens. Stott waits on deck for the Phillies. And in the hole is Trey Turner, the 2-2. Ground ball, foul down the first base line once again. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well so that way you know when I upload. We will be coming back on tomorrow night at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time for Game 2 of this 3-game series. And we'll be back on Wednesday as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Clemens. And the pitch. Down low. Good take by Cody on a slider at 89 miles per hour. And also make sure that you go check out all the social media platforms on LINKTREE. It was blanking out on me. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Clemens called for time. And Duvall getting ready to throw the payoff pitch in just a few moments. 13 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And Clemens swung at ball 4 as the pitch was down low and inside. It was a slider. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 9th. He was fooled on that pitch. And Clemens not so happy with himself. So a walk and a strikeout to start off the 9th. And Bryson Stott now comes up to the dish. Marsh takes a lead off at first. And the first pitch to Stott is on the inside corner. 99 on the gun for Duvall. Stott had a single up the middle earlier in the game. As he's 1 for 4 today, he does call for time and gets his wish granted. Phillies are 5.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves in the NL East as the 0-1 pitch is just a little bit down low for a ball. Oh my gosh, Larry, that would be awesome. 21 pitches by Duvall so far. He came in to pitch to Alec Boehm in the top of the 8th inning to record the final out, the 1-1 on the outside corner for a called strike. A 97-mile-per-hour sinker at 97 miles per hour. I just said that. Wow. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, and it gets away from Bart. He can't find it, and Marsh will go over to second base, and actually Lamonte Wade, it went all the way about halfway between home plate and first base. And Wade did a good job at getting over there, but Marsh just went right over to second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the good news is that the double play ball is not in depth now. Not in play. Marsh takes a lead off at second. There's 1 out in the top of the 9th. The Phillies trail 6-3. Stott up at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Duvall winds up in the pitch. Swinging the line drive. Caught over at third base. What a catch. Over in the hot corner for out number 2 by J.D. Davis. My gosh. He hit it so sharply, and Davis just leaped up to make the catch. And sometimes you just got to tip your cap. And now that'll lead things up to Trey Turner. The Phillies are down to their final out. Turner fouls the first pitch off over to the first base side. It's in foul territory, and making the catch is Lamonte Wade Jr., and that'll do it as the Phillies lose 6-3 in the first game of this 3-game set. How about that? The Giants hold on. They scored 6 runs, all 6 of their runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and that was all that they needed. And Duvall comes in to get the save, and the Giants, they end a 3-game losing streak. And they take game 1 of this series. Michael Conforto, the player of the game, he went 2 for 3. He had a big 3-run home run back in the 2nd inning to put the Giants up 4-2 at the time. And there's Gabe Kapler coming out of the dugout. So he pats his players on the back, and they're going back to the clubhouse. So the Phillies, well, they lose by a final score of 6-3. We'll be back on tomorrow night. Again, I want to thank you all so much for coming on here. I know that it wasn't the best, but I really appreciate you guys for being on here. Definitely do a much better job tomorrow. But I love you all so much, and I will catch you all in the next one. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. Lila Tov, everybody, and peace out.